Imagine you're sleeping on your bed, nicely relaxing, and then suddenly your dog starts barking. You tell your dog to stay quiet, but your dog is continuously barking. You go out to see what is your dog barking at, and the dog is barking, looking outside the window. You look outside the window and you see a huge glowing light over there. You open the door, go outside to see what is this light and where is this light coming from. At a distance in the sky, there is a huge glowing light flickering around. You and your dog are continuously looking at the light. And the light is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Next thing you know, you are surrounded by that light. And you suddenly faint. And when you wake up, you are at an operating table, surrounded by aliens. Hello friend, how are you? I'm Ankita, and in today's video I'm going to talk about alien abductions. So I think alien is a word I think everyone knows. Alien, for those who don't know, it generally means anything foreign. It, even a foreigner can be is regarded as an alien, but mostly when we say an alien, they are talking about someone outside the earth, someone coming from a different planet or a different dimension or a different universe, something which is not from this planet, something which has arrived over here for a mission. Alien cases have been going on not just right now, but since thousands of years. Lot of people say that all these mythological creatures we see in ancient texts, we see all these super powered people. Some we call them as gods, some of them we call them as demons, some of them as some different entities. All of these entities are actually alien. Some people believe the aliens came to earth to get resources, and they converted some of the apes into something more advanced, something more intelligent, so they can use us to build an empire over here. So they are using us as workers, and when we build the construct this world properly, they will return back and take over. But some obviously do not agree with it, there is huge divide. Some people say God is alien, some say God is something far more beyond an alien. Some God cannot be put into a alien. God is far beyond a three-dimensional species. God is beyond universe. I think both can be true in their own ways. We cannot definitely say what is God, what is alien, because we don't have enough proof of either of them. We just have ancient text or people talking about it. We haven't actually seen a proof, and whatever proof is there there are a lot of people who have tried to debunk it, say no, actually this is Photoshop, this is actually created in a studio, and which I definitely agree. As the technology is advancing, people are able to fake a lot of things. Lot of the alien beings or any kind of video, even in live video, they can create something magical, and which make people think, oh my god. I've seen lot of TikTok and YouTube shorts where they will be doing something, and something supernatural will be happening in the behind, but they can easily fake it. but I want to share some cases of alien abductions. In this video, I will share two of them. One is of Betty and Barney Hill, and other is of Frederick Valentich. So these are like stories which I had heard some time ago, and I was fascinated by them. So we don't have definite proof that these are true or not, but these are like one of the most famous ones, especially Betty and Barney Hill, because whatever they describe na is the one which nowadays people regurgitate a lot. Whatever their experience was later multiple people started coming and saying, we also experienced the same thing. So Betty and Barney were a couple. So Betty was a teacher and Barney was a postal worker, and they were like married, and they had gone to Niagara Falls for their honeymoon, for vacation. And while they were returning back to Portsmouth, they're returning back home. On their way on their drive, Betty sees a light, some kind of glowing light in the sky, and initially thinks it's some kind of plane, satellite, something. She looks through the binoculars and she feels like this doesn't look like a satellite or plane or regular something. She's a little bit suspicious about it. She tells her husband Barney. Initially he like, no, it's nothing, it's not a big deal. But then they thought, okay, we'll stop over here and see closely what is going on. So they stop the car, come out of the car, and there they see, both of them see the glowing light. Betty is looking through her binoculars, and she says that this is not something which is like very common. She told Barney that there is something suspicious about that light. Then Barney also looks at the light through binoculars, and he also thinks there is something wrong, something is going on, but he didn't want to scare Betty. He thought, don't worry, it's nothing, it's just a plane or something, there is no need to worry, we'll return back home. And they both sit in the car and they drive by, and as they're driving, the light is following them. They are going and the light is following them. Sometimes it goes in straight direction, sometimes it goes back and forth. The light is following in a very erratic manner. They both get very, very nervous. What is going on? Sometimes it flies over them and they get worried. As they come close to an area called Indian Head, the light is over them, like their car is over here and the glowing light, the craft is on top of them. They get worried. Barney has a pistol with him. He takes the pistol and comes out of the car to see what is going on. Next thing you know, the craft has landed, and out from the craft there are a couple of people there, and those people are almost human like, but not exactly human. They are almost humanoid. They resemble human from a distance, but when you look closely, they are very, very thinner. They have a grey skin, big eyes, and they are like not human. Nothing which we have seen in the earth. And as Barney comes close to them with a pistol, one of them tells Barney to stop over there. He instructs Barney to stop and don't come close. Barney is very, very scared. He's like suspicious. Oh my God, they are much more powerful than me. There is nothing I can do. And then they slowly go inside the craft and they leave. Barney is very scared. So according to Betty and Barney, they were wearing shining black uniforms, black cap. they got very very terrified and they rushed into their car and tried to like run away. Next thing they know, they felt very dizzy, and when they wake up, they are near the Concorde. They are like nowhere near where they were initially. Like they share this news to their friends and family. They like even go to a radio. They were like one of the first people to publicly share this information about their alien abduction. Before this also, there were people who had talked about alien abductions, but this was one of the most popular one. Something which lot of people believe in, and they like discussed about it a lot. At least during that time, it was a very popular case. This had happened in USA. So if you are from that country, you will know about it. Next is of Frederick Valentich. So Frederick Valentich was 20 years old when he was last seen. So Frederick story is not as happy as Betty Barney. So Betty Barney get to live their life. It was a scary moment for them, but they lived a normal healthy life. But Frederick, we don't know what happened. So Frederick was an amateur pilot. He was not very good at it. He was not very good in studies, but he had a very strong desire to be a pilot. He wanted to join the Royal Australian Air Force, RAF. But he failed in exams multiple times. But he still, due to like persistence and hard work, he was able to join the training corps. So he learned to fly. He was an amateur, but he like had 150 hours of total flying hours, and also he had like class 4 instrument which gave him permission to fly at night time. But when the conditions are visible, the meteorological conditions are good, that time he was allowed to fly. So he was very much into flying, and he wanted to be a commercial pilot, but he was trying, but he was not able to pass the exams, and that had left him very very disappointed. He when I had like told his friends and family, sometimes his girlfriend, no, actually I cleared my exams, and I was like lying to them, oh my god, now I'm going to become a commercial pilot and this and that. And he was like trailing white lies to them to convince them, oh no, everything is fine. But he was like generally regarded as a very decent person. Like he was not a liar or anything, but he was insecure about not passing in his exams, because he was very much had a strong desire to be a pilot, and since he was failing, it had like affected his self-esteem, and he didn't want to share it with people, so he lied about things, about him completing exams, about him going to trips and all. But he, since he was not good, he often broke some rules also. Like he one time went to an area, restricted area, where he was not supposed to go. In Sydney he went somewhere where he was not supposed to go, and also twice he went through the clouds, which he is not allowed to do. He needs to go in a visible area, but he broke rules a lot of times. Because of that, he got scolded and reprimanded a lot. So he was a little bit of mischievous, but he was not a very bad person. And he was not a bad person, he was not a liar as such, but he was a bit mischievous and not very bright. So he's in a last flight, the flight which he was last seen on was going on King Island, and he was taking Cessna plane. But what happened, he told his officials that he was taking some passengers over there, and he told his friends and family that he is going over there to get some crayfish. But both of them were lies. He was not doing either of them. And he also didn't inform the King Island airport that he is going to land over there. Even though he had informed people that he is going over there, he had not told the landing destination that he is going to come. And that is a standard procedure. That is something pilots have to inform in advance, so the airport can prepare for their landing. And he had not done that some reason. So he went on the excursion, and suddenly in between he radioed the Melbourne office and in that Melbourne flight service he told them that he is flying right now, and there is some kind of craft above him 4,500 feet above him, and that is 4 glowing lights, and it is approaching him. It is something which he has never seen. And they told him that there is no flight right now, there is no other plane which was supposed to go, which they can see. But he continuously tells that there is something that is coming close to me, it is coming close. And next thing while he is talking he says that it has some kind of green light on it and shining metal surface. And as he's describing it, there is some kind of metal scraping noise going on. Shh. And the radio just cuts off. There is no sound. The radio tries to contact him, but they are not able to reach out to him. And then they search for Frederick's plane and Frederick, but they are not able to find. He's not visible. His plane is not visible. It's completely disappeared. Some say that his plane drowned in the ocean, and since the ocean is big, it's difficult to tell where he is exactly. And this happens a lot. A lot of times planes drown and we don't know the exact location where the plane is in it. They have to search a long area, so sometimes it's difficult. So it's difficult to find them. And since he was an amateur pilot who had lot of bad records, so they thought something happened, he made some mistake and he drowned. But some people say that he was abducted by aliens, since his last radio discussion where he said there is a craft landing on top of him. He doesn't know what kind of craft it is, and there is some metal scraping noise. They say that some kind of UFO came, captured him and took him away. His father told that he is very fond of UFOs, and he used to discuss about UFOs a lot. He was fond of the UFO movies. He was collecting stuff about UFO. Even his girlfriend Rhonda, she told that a few days before his disappearance, he told her that he's going to be taken by a UFO, and he will go with them, and he will take her with them. And she took it as a joke, but maybe he kind of prophesied it. Maybe he had a feeling that something will happen. But some people say that I think he was in a very depressed state, since he was trying to be a commercial pilot, but he was failing, and he felt disappointed and he wanted to end himself. So this was not accidental, but he intentionally ended himself by drowning. And he just wanted to go with a bang, so he just radioed him and said there is some metal scrapping, oh my god, and there is something landing over there, and he made that metal scrapping noise before ending himself. Some people say that it was intentional. He didn't want to live, but he wanted to go in a mysterious way, so that's why he did the radio. but his friends and family say that he was not that depressed and he was happy in his life. But it's difficult to say, and a lot of times people are depressed, but they show a very happy side. Lot of people assume depressed means they are be like this, but lot of depressed people show extra level of happiness. They are like over happy, over excited, over friendly, so we cannot tell what is going on in their heart. So if someone suddenly becomes too happy, be careful. If like ask them, are they okay or anything. Sometimes too much happiness is also a sign of depression, and so too much excitement. But not every happy person is depressed, but always be cautious. Sometimes we don't know what is going through their mind. Sometimes people are hiding what is in their heart. So this can be a case for Frederick, and he is not yet found, and he is still missing. So don't know where he is. This happened in Australia. Then there are several cases. Since the video will be too long if I cover up all of them, but there are like dozens and dozens of cases. And like people nowadays nowadays also even back then lot of people made stories. Like after Betty and Barney Hill, there were multiple people who said, oh my god, when we were driving there was a spaceship following us. Or in Frederick's case, lot of people say, I saw glowing light on that day. There is a Moldovich picture where like there is some kind of blur in the sky. So lot of people are UFO experts who are like looking into it, and they are seeing, oh my god, there was a UFO. So copycats start coming. Once there is a case popular, and people start following the trend. Just like Mr. Beast video got popular, everyone started becoming like him. Same way the aliens thing is very popular. Lot of people copy their thing. So aliens aliens are like various types. So different people have different descriptions of aliens, but most of them are like human. They're almost human looking but not human. Like one of them is the very famous greys, the grey humanoid, which are like smaller than us, very very thin. They have like egg head, big eyes, grey body, skinny body. They are generally not shown with any clothes. They are without clothes all the time. At least in fiction. Then there is the MIB, Men in Black. So Men in Black, the movies you have seen or at least heard about them. So in that the Men in Black are humans, but the original theory is that there are some Men in Black people who are almost human like, but they have very very pale skin, very very thin, and very very tall. And they are wearing these black suits and glasses and cap and everything to hide their face. Since their body is like human, they can wear completely covered up, and people won't know that they are some different kind of entity. So there is footage of MIB. Then there are like the Nordics, not the Nordic people, but they are like very pale skin, very pale. They have like blue eyes, white hair. So they are like very very pale. They are like often called as the tall whites also. So I'm like thinking of making a video on tall whites for my YouTube members. So stay tuned for that. In few days there will be a video on tall whites, the Nordic aliens. And of course the very famous reptilian people. So reptilian, there are two theories. Some say the reptilian people came from other planet. Another say that the dinosaurs evolved into reptilian people. So the dinosaurs were before us, na? The dinosaurs evolved into something in a reptilian, and their technology got very very advanced, and these reptilian people created apes, which become human. So since they have created us, they are controlling us. All of these big big celebrities are reptilian people. Initially they are human, but the reptilian captures them and clones themselves. So this is the theory. Maybe someday I will look into that also, if you want. And there are various other aliens also. The aliens which don't look human like at all, some scary looking demonic aliens. But most of the aliens which are, when we talk about alien abductions, they are human like, they are human looking at least. So what are the possible explanations? So these are like my possible, what I believe could be the possible explanation. So first is mental illnesses. Sometimes people have some mental issues which makes them bit delusional, makes them bit erratic, like schizophrenia, where they start seeing people even though those people are not there. So they are like seeing some very scary looking people or something, and they create some people from the imagination. Or some other mental illnesses also, where like people, like because of the health issue, they start seeing things which are not there, or there is some misunderstanding there. Next reason is attention, or to get limelight. So since there are some people who talk about aliens, some people believe that they have encountered aliens and they get attention, so other people copy them to get attention. So if Betty Barney has seen a UFO following them, then other people also start seeing UFO following them. They also go in radio, television, everywhere to tell their UFO experience. The people start creating photos, videos and everything. And with all this technology, AI and everything, it can be easily faked and they can get quick attention. So nowadays people are realizing that there is some gimmick going on. So people don't believe it that easily, but still people are trying to make it as believable as they can for attention. So next is not attention but paranoia or hysteria. Like if someone talks about aliens or everything, the person get terrified and they start believing, oh my god, there is something there, oh my god. Like when you watch a horror movie and you start imagining that there are ghosts in your house. You will like watch a horror movie at night, you will get scared and you will have difficulty sleeping, and you will continuously, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Every sound will scare you, like this horn noise, oh my god, someone's there. There is some shadow there, oh my god. You will see ghost even though there are not there, you will get paranoid. And if multiple people are talking, the people will create a mass hysteria. They will like scare each other and everyone will start believing in it. And there have been cases of this also, like for various things, not just aliens. Next is some misunderstanding, just like after we see a horror movie, see some shadow and we think, oh my god, this is some alien, some kind of ghost or something. But it can be some random object and we think, oh my god, there is a person. That light, that glowing light can be something else. It can be an actual plane, it can be some light flickering from some place. But we think, oh my god, we saw something dangerous, there is some alien spaceship coming. There is at night time, especially there is some misunderstanding going on. We can't see clearly and we see a blurred images and we start imagining things. We like, oh my god, this could be this could be this. Next reason is that maybe these are actual aliens. So I do believe in aliens, and I don't think the entire universe we are the only planet with living entities. Maybe not nearby planets, but distant planets definitely have some kind of creatures living there, and some of them could be more advanced than us, and they managed to come over here. They came before us, or they are coming right now. I don't know, but aliens do exist. Like even though we don't have a definite proof, but how vast our universe is now, there is something there. Ancient times, I don't think people were sitting there imagining things. We don't know what God is, we don't know these mythological creatures and everything, but we do know that something happened. Like I don't think all of this huge buildings, temples, churches, and all these books and all are imaginary. Like they had to put in lot of work, and they won't like sit there and put in so much work for imaginary things. There was something definitely there. What was there we don't know yet, but eventually we'll know. What happened in ancient times. Why all of this ancient civilization disappeared. People say that humans develop, and suddenly something happens and the civilization crashes, and then again new civilization comes. Next, and the final theory which I think is time travelers. So since we like see these aliens, they are almost human like. So I feel like these aliens could be future humans or past humans. So maybe in future the technology is so advanced that we are able to come back and see what is going on, but they have changed so much due to technology or everything, that they don't look like us, they look different than us. Maybe they modified themselves for some kind of thing happened, and they look different than us. That is why they are almost human like but not like us. Or maybe past people, in past there were like huge technologies, advanced ancient technology, we read about them in books. So these past people have come over here to see what is going on in future. Could be possible. Could be possible these mythological creatures were time travelers. They can like go back to past, go in future, go in another dimension, come from another dimensions. We don't have the technology, that's why we think, oh my god, this is something unusual, something magical. Like if we show our technology to animals, they'll get freaked out. The animals will like, oh my god, what is this? They are something dangerous, humans are something scary. The same can be us with this time travelers, aliens. Their technology is so advanced that we think it's very magical, something supernatural. And for us they are definitely supernatural, just like we are something extraordinary for wild animals now. Same way these aliens are something very extraordinary for us. We don't know what is the truth. I shared my whatever I felt, whatever I think is the explanation. Please let me know, what do you think? What are these alien abductions? Are they true or not? Or do aliens exist, and how do they look like? And do you think the ancient mythological creatures are actually aliens who are much more advanced than us? And they are time travelers. And also let me know what do you think about the drawings. I know they are amateur, but I wanted to draw. Like I have not drawn since a long time. I have been painting, but I have stopped drawing a long time ago. Like I used to draw a lot during my childhood, and then slowly it faded away. So my drawing skills are not that good right now, but I cannot, you know, improve my skill without trying, and I have to actually practice. So this is a good place to practice, since these are just temporary. I'm not making it for something, and it's just for enjoyment. So it's a good idea to do both thing, YouTube video also, drawing also. So if you have feedback on improving my drawing skill, let me know. And also please let me know your opinion on the background, these plants. And I made a poll whether you like bedroom background or blue one, and lot of people said they want plants. So these are the plants. And this is like fake plants which I used in background, and I put it over here. And what do you think? It looks decent or it looks a mess? And YouTube members, stay tuned for the tall whites video, and the Nordic aliens. It's coming soon. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.